Hi, so today we'll talk about composite function. So it's a function whose values are found from two given functions by applying one function to an independent variable and then applying the second function to the result. So to see it more clearly, we'll look first at some basic functions. So if you can see here, we have f of x is equal to x plus 7. This means that the variable x is being used by the function of f, thus the expression x plus 7. So if we will see the next example, if we will substitute x by 1, so this one is f of 1, this means that the function of f is represented in terms of 1. So by changing x into 1, we have f of 1 is equal to 1 plus 7. Let's look at another example. So if you see here in the first line, f of x, so the function of f is represented in terms of x. It is x squared plus 2x plus 7. So if we want to find the function of f of 1, then we need to substitute 1 to the variable x. Thus, we have 1 squared plus 2 times 1 plus 7. So this same principle is being applied also when we try to look for composite function. So here, composite function, as we can see here, it's represented by f og of x. So this means that it's f of g of x. So to see it clearly, we have this example. So for example, we have f of x as x plus 2, and you have g of x as x plus 3, and you want to find the f of g of x. So first, we have f of x represented as x plus 2. Then, if we want to look for the f of g of x, we substitute x with g of x. So we change all of the x in the f of x as g of x. You can see here in purple color. Next one is, since we know that the g of x is x plus 3, we substitute the x plus 3 to the g of x. Thus, we now have f of g of x is equal to x plus 3 plus 2. And then we just simplify the equation. So it's f of g of x, it's equal to x plus 5. So for our next example, we have find g of f of x and then solve for the g of f of 3. So given that we have f of x as x plus 1, g of x as x squared plus x minus 4, first we write g of x. So g of x is presented in terms of x as x squared plus x minus 4. After that, if we want to find the g of f of x, we change all the variable x into f of x. Thus, having this equation, the f of x squared, f of x here, and then minus 4. So we just substituted all of the x terms by f of x. The next one, since we know that f of x is equal to x plus 1, we change all of the f of x into x plus 1. Thus on the last line, we have x plus 1 quantity squared plus x plus 1 minus 4. Then after that, we just perform the operation. So the x plus 1 squared is x squared plus 2x plus 1 after multiplying x plus 1 by x plus 1, and then we have x plus 1 here, and then minus 4, and then solve by combining like terms. So we have x squared, and then all of the variables with x, so 2x plus x, and then all of the numbers which are 1 plus 1 minus 4. And then we just want to simplify the equation, which is x squared plus 3x minus 2. So now that we have the g of f of x, we now want to solve for the g of f of 3. So same principle, we just change x into the number 3. Thus, by substituting 3 to x, we have 3 squared plus 3 multiplied by x minus 2. So this will result to 9 plus 9 minus 2, which is equal to 16. So I hope you understand now how to solve for composite function. Thank you and God bless.